It's good, obviously, to win the games. Even being a friendly, we want to win every game to prepare ourselves in the best way, and obviously to go into the season in a positive way.
After 70 minutes, obviously there was a lot of changes, a lot of substitutions, but how do you view overall the first 70 and then the last 20 or so?
Overall, the game was good. I think we were very good on the ball. In some moments, we could have done longer possessions, as the manager was asking us. We rushed a little bit in the last third to get our chance, to get our goals. We have to work on that to be more able to get into the final third and then play from there. But I think overall was a very good game for us.
Just one more question. We spoke to your manager before the game and he told us that Matheus Cunha is a real character in the dressing room. He said he was a shouter. Tell us a little bit about one of the new players then.
Oh, obviously, we know mostly of the Brazilians are very loudly, very happy, you know, so he's one of that. He's a very funny guy. He's coming to the group very well. He's settled very quickly with everyone. What is very good, because we need him at his best. We need him to create this connection with every player to get the best out of him, but also of the team.
Thanks for your time, Bruno. Congratulations on the goals and the win. You are player of the match. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you again. Thank you.
Bruno Fernandes talking there warmly about Matheus Cunha, and it strikes me, Tim Howard, for season after season, you said the last 5 years, and it has been, Bruno Fernandes has been Manchester United's main man. At times he's almost been their only man. If we've learnt anything tonight, it is that he's going to have a bit more help this season.
Yeah, and as a leader, he took on that responsibility. But the fact of the matter is, you don't get the best out of him when he has to do everything. And really what he needs to do is kind of sit behind the ball, create tempo. He needs those players ahead of him to do that job. And I think we're seeing that, and we certainly will see that with Brandon Bruno to come and Cunha. I mean, I love it. I've seen so many clips of him at Wolves, and you just wonder, it's one thing doing it in the Wolves dressing room, but it really speaks to the character is when he gets in the Man United dressing room and does that.
Question for you as well, Tim. In terms of the system, the much vaunted Amorim system that seemed such an ill fit last year, 10 of the 11 starters were there last year at Manchester United, and yet they looked more comfortable in that setup tonight. So is that a sign that they've worked on it during the close season, during the early weeks of pre-season, and gradually the message is getting through?
Yeah, I think they've worked on it. They've worked on themselves as well. They've had to figure out, are they going to get on board or are they not? And I think some of those players have done that. And he talked about the manager wanting longer possessions. They were good in possession, but he wants it longer. And what he means by that is good teams where Ruben Amorim wants to get is to get into final third and just camp out and own domination of the ball.
Well, that's it from us in the booth. We've enjoyed ourselves. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage. And we can reflect further now by going down pitch side and joining Robbie, Graham and Rebecca.
A series for you. How pleasing was that tonight?
It's not about the results, it's about the performance. I think we did well for a while, not during all the game. We have a lot to improve. I think we improved a lot also from last season. We did things right, but of course it's the first games and we need to do better.
You say a lot to improve and things to do better. What do you have in mind?
I think we finish the plays sometimes really fast. We win the ball and we lose the ball because we want to go right away to the goal. We saw last that sometimes we lost many balls in build-up, so we need to be careful with that and sometimes use more the striker. So we try to use all the data, all the information that we have from last season, and we have to improve with the ball and without the ball. We have a lot to improve.
Can I ask about Matheus Cunha, who played the bulk of the game tonight? How impressed were you with him?
I think he improves the team quite a lot because he can run deep, but you can see that he's one more midfielder when we have the ball, and then he can run with the ball with high tempo. Last year we didn't have that kind of player, so this kind of player can change one team.
And maybe more players you might want to bring in to improve the team, improve the squad. Is one of those a new striker if you had your way?
I think Rasmus did well today, quite well. Shido is a young kid, is learning things, and we have Josh. He has a small issue, and we are waiting for him. So we are focusing on our players.
And we saw no Brian Mbeumo tonight, but should we expect to see him now in the next match in Chicago?
Next match, no. Last match. He's going to play. He's late. He's going to train now with the rest of the lads. We need to be careful, but he's ready. He will be ready for the last game.
Thanks for your time. See you there.
Thank you very much.
Good news for Manchester United fans. Looking forward to seeing Brian Mbeumo hopefully over here during summer series. 2 more games to go. He's actually warming up. Or I should say warming up, putting himself through some paces behind us here. Quite a lot of the Manchester United substitutes and younger players are out behind us. That is a live shot there of Brian Mbeumo, not fit enough to play today's game, out there being put through his paces by those Manchester United coaches right now. It was really interesting there, Graham. He talked about, we just got to improve, we've got to improve. But of course, let's not forget, last season was their worst ever in the Premier League. They finished in 15th place. So what does improvement realistically look like?
Well, first of all, I really admire him for his honesty. He gives very honest assessments about his team, which is great. Maybe not great for the rest of the people at Manchester United in the hierarchy. But in terms of improvement, I said it at the beginning, the biggest improvement Manchester United, I think, can make is matching their playing identity with the players they've got to play.
But you said you don't think they can do that.
And I don't think they can. So an improvement for me would, they've got to get in the top 10.
But can they get in the top 10 if those two things don't match?
Unfortunately, they've fallen so far behind the sort of top 4 teams, top 4 or 5 teams, that they're fighting for that second group. And that second group is the biggest group that exists within those mini leagues in the Premier League. So do they have a better playing identity? Do they get the best out of their players compared to teams like Nottingham Forest this season, Brentford, obviously losing their manager, Brighton, Bournemouth, they're competing with those teams, and that's no disrespect at all for Manchester United, but if you take away the heritage of the club, you take away the colour of the shirt, and you just see them as a football team, they're a long way off that top group, and there's a big competition for that next batch behind. So if they get in the top 10, top 8, then that's a very positive move for them in terms of an improvement.
You, Rob?
Agree with
Indumentaria, la Kings Limited Gold Edition, solo hay 50 unidades de todos los equipos y también puede ser vuestra entrando en kingsleague.pro, así que es los datos a tener en cuenta en cuanto a indumentarias. Gran partido, Gonzalo, Gerard, el que tenemos por delante.
Ojo, ojo, estilo La Bombonera, estadio de River.
Hostia, más minutos de retraso en el inicio, ¿eh? Ya tenemos lío.
Lo llamó Edo, dibujando la parábola sobre la banda derecha, donde en el vértice del área aparece Nadir. ¡Nadir para adentro! ¡Gol! De Nadir Lua, que tiene una facilidad pasmosa. Encuentra a Pablo, qué balón para Nadir para el segundo. Se tafa de Cócera, es un golazo. ¡Es un golazo! Señoras, señores, bienvenidos al show de Nadir Lua. Pibe.
El mejor.
Vamos
haciendo espionaje, ¿eh?
Vaya mierda dado, pibe. Va, ya te puedes ir a la cúpula a comer, va.
Hay que salir Cócera para entregar hacia el centro. Se la regala Coy, le puede pegar Coy para adentro.
Vaya chicha, nano.
¡Gol! De Porcinos Óscar Coy. Ah, pues sí.
Pero es que, señores,
que no te lo dije, hombre.
Tenemos, ¿cómo lo usamos? Penalti.
Penalti.
Será penalti.
Vamos, Cuni.
Puede meter en el partido a Cuni. Jordi para adentro, qué golazo.
¡Guau!
¡Dios!
¡Gol! Vamos con Nadir Lua y con Laura Vizcaíno.
Pues sí, Nadir, 2 goles, victoria y a cuartos, enhorabuena.
Sí, sabíamos que el partido iba a ser muy importante porque veníamos de una muy mala dinámica. El equipo ha estado bien, sufríamos defensivamente y creo que hemos estado muy juntitos y nada, primer objetivo cumplido.
Os espera Science, rival complicado, imagino.
Sí, empatamos contra ellos y en shootout perdimos, ha quedado segundo por algo. Nada, concentración, confianza con nosotros mismos y intentar ganar para el sábado estar en el Wizzing.
Pues lo veremos mañana, mucha suerte.